domestic rugby of South Africa, and now thanks to some great work with the mods and some super requests from you guys, it is here for you all on Cornf1akes Crib. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornf1akes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2, and it is the Currie Cup. It has been, well, requested quite a lot, and I've been wanting to get this one underway, and we finally have everything set and ready to go for this series, for this competition, which is the highlight really in the South African rugby calendar. And also due to your huge amount of overwhelming favouritism towards the Blue Bulls, they are the side we will be following for this series, and their first up match here will be against the Sharks. It is an away match to get things started, and we see the Sharks first up on our screen. And well, as you know, people who know the Currie Cup, the South Africans and the fans of South African rugby out there will know that the Currie Cup doesn't involve the South Africans international players until the very end, and I'm pretty sure that's right. I've been doing a bit of research on it. So the Sharks have got a new look about a lot of their squad, as do all of them because of this time of year for them, but they do have that experience of Super 15 rugby and their backline, especially with Ndingane and Jordan and Volvo there as well, and numerous players, Daniel and Courtesy and Tysell in the flank. McLeod, halfback, also getting in a bit of action. The amazing thing that blew my mind earlier about this, Ndingane, there's two of them. That absolutely blew my mind. I didn't know that, and you're going to give me shit, but it blew my mind. The Blue Bulls, they are a top-class side. They are the team we will be following here, and these guys, they have a good squad. I was looking through it, and this is the team that we're going through for this match, but there are some key players who miss out. The young guy, Pollard. South African fans again will know this guy, the fly half, first five, whatever you want to call him. He is a top shelf talent, and we will be seeing him in coming weeks, along with the halfback Snyman missing out today, and of course the other Ndingane, mind blowing. So the competition's about to get underway here, the first match of the competition for these two sides. Neither team leading into this with much rugby, and it will be Zylinga to get the game underway, and he kicks things off. The 2013 Currie Cup is underway, and it is the Bulls who take first use of the ball into tackle through Murray, and they have good use of it. Straight off an intercept. Oh, that's a great start there. Taken off the back. Brilliantly played. This is awesome stuff here from the Sharks to start off. It was Jordan, the man of the intercept, and then he looked to use his outside backs players. It's eventually gone to ground through some good defence, and the Bulls have turned it over now. Good defence from them, and they have done enough to get the ball back and clear it away. And it's straight down to Marius. I wasn't expecting a start like this from either side. And it is the Sharks. Oh, a monstering hit there from the Bulls on defence. That looked like Bayers with the big hit, the outside centre. And the Sharks have a good dose of possession here. Centre field, about here on 40 metres out. Not the best run there from the Sharks forward. And he turned it over. He's completely lost it. Well, this is a huge opportunity here. They're breaking away here, the Bulls. And Page, the halfback, he's got it in the end of the nice little break.
Release.
And the Bulls need some support. They're going to lose this ball, and they duly have. That was poor play supporting the man there. Daniel heads off the back and gives it to Herbert. It's all around the show here from the Sharks. Goodness me, they're keeping this ball alive, and it is Zylinga who gets away. Breaks them through the middle. Takes on the line, gets taken down from Vasseur on the fullback, was accompanied by a couple of other Bulls in defence. Murray, the wingers going back nicely, and they've turned this over. This is a good play and a good opportunity here for the Bulls. It's Jantes. Well, we know Jantes, that's not Elton Jantes. That is another one. And Amaku, the hooker, flying through the middle, taking the man to ground. The hookers, you'd expect always do that. Venter in the centres. Not the best pass again from Venter. And they're struggling to get some flow on here, the Bulls. Kirsten, and he'll take the ball into tackle. Release. And they're inside their 22 now. Page goes away to Venter. Puts it on the boot and thumps it away downfield. Venter chasing his own kick. And the Sharks have it in Dingani. Good pass away for Daniel, who is such a strong runner. But Bullbringer's knocked that out. He's turned it over, and Murray's streaking away. Murray on the attack. Oh, and he's hit huge. Big tackle from Marius. But good support from the Bulls, and they keep attacking. Oh, here's Grayling, the big man. Yantes, shocking pass. But the man who turned it over, brilliant work there from Bullbring. He has been outstanding already. Page going through a little gap goes Page. Page with a big chance. He needs his outsides. He's got Yantes. Yantes won't risk it. He goes to Murray. And Murray scores the first try for the Bulls. They're in to score 5-0 the Blue Bulls. Murray, the left wing, streaking in. But that was all made from Page, the halfback. We'll see him here. Cuts around the back of the ruck, takes on Marius at fullback. Yantes knew he didn't have the pace, took on his outside man, and brilliant work from Murray to finish that off. That was an outstanding run. It brought the man off his wing. To catch what wing that was, it looked like Ndangani. Brought him off his wing, really opened up some space. And you have to commend the work of Page and Yantes, the man with the kick now. But will he be the man in the 10 jumper next week? Here's his kick, it's 5-0, and oh dear me, Yantes is definitely a cursed name here on Cornf1akes Crib rugby coverage, because Elton really did no good either. And now we see Tony suffer the same fate. And we'll be back at halfway here. Zeilinger, such a great name that he kicks off. He goes very deep. It's 5-0 to the Bulls. Venter, Ross pops it up. Oh, Yantes is all clear. He's crumbling to pieces now as it's advantage for the Sharks. And a go back for the knock on by the Bulls. That was disappointing. They had claimed their kickoff ball and they had a good chance to launch something. Put some phases together, but we will sit down for a scrum. And it will be McLeod, man, who we haven't mentioned yet. The Sharks halfback. He got outdone there at that try from Page. There's a chance for the Sharks here. They've had a few. They've had a fair bit of time here inside the 22 of the Bulls. Page does well on defence. Oh, there's a good work here from Involvo, but he's just popped into touch. The ankle tap. Oh, goodness me, that was a try-saving play. That was from May Street. The right winger, brilliant work. And oh, he's done for not straight. Well, that's a horrible call from the ref. I don't agree. That was a good line out from Maku, the Bulls hooker. That was a good throw from Maku. And it's touch. Harshly called from the ref. Sit. And we'll have a scrum here for the Sharks right on the 22, but the Bulls forward pack has responded as you'd expect from the Bulls, and they have responded. Turn the ball over, brilliant work, and it will be Page. Frees it out nicely for Byers. Oh, this is a good chance here. Yantes takes the man and tackle. Murray pops it back for Venter. It's going a bit pear-shaped here. Poor pass back inside, but they've just managed to claim it, sort things out, calm it down here. Into the tackle they go from Hettinger. Now they launch one again. There's Byers in the midfield again. Yantes probably will look to kick here, and he does. It looked like it was. He was shaping too close to the defence really to launch a big kick, but he's thumped it into touch. And half-time is gone. Well, that's interesting. The Bulls will be desperate to hang on here into half-time as Cooper puts it. Oh, Cooper's done the same. Well, I don't know if he's done the same, but the ref has pulled him up for it. Was that straight? I guess you just have to trust the ref here. And with 42 minutes gone, the Bulls opt for the scrum. And a couple of lineouts in the match, a couple not straight. Wow, that's a huge start for the hookers. The lineout throwing not the best by either side so far. The hookers running, though, have been pretty good. We've seen Maku have a good couple of runs as Engelbrecht takes it off the back. Good play from him. He's put Venter in a lot of space. Duplessis, out the back it goes for Murray. Murray's got numbers to burn. Can he use them? He goes it to Byers. Byers has got McLeod chasing. He's untouched. No! Ross will be, though. Oh, wow, the captain. Blindside flanker just couldn't stop his momentum. And that was a massive breakaway from the Bulls. Well, if they could have scored a try there, that could be an interesting half-time break. But instead we head on 5-0 only. The Sharks just trailing this one. But you'd have to say, we look at the stats, the territory has been heavily in favour to the Sharks. You can tell they were encamped down in the Bulls' territory. But they've done a good job, the Bulls here. They've got themselves a try, they've got themselves in the lead. And they are really looking dangerous when they break away. They've had just the one more line break, 4-3, than the Sharks. But, oh, wow, handling errors, 13-0. That's interesting. The Sharks will hope, well, they'll be hoping to keep that at 0. And maybe they'll be able to score some points. It's good defence, though, is proving to be the difference here for the Bulls. And a slight edge in possession. If they can keep this up and score some more points, they'll be looking for a big scalp to start off their Currie Cup campaign. With an away match too. So Yantes with the ball in the blue of the Bulls. He will kick things off to the black of the Sharks. Slight breeze and a quiet crowd as Yantes kicks it off. Deep he goes, down into the 22 of the Sharks. And ball and all take there. Good there from Dicel, gives it off to Ndingani, who thumps it across field. But it's covered in the end by the wingers, and he gives it back inside to Venter. Venter cutting them in half. That's a great run from Venter. Oh, and look at that from Bullring as well. That was sensational. Oh, that lock. Bullring is having a barnstorming match.
Crouch.
He is setting this game alight with his ball running. And the Bulls are looking a class above at the moment, but they cannot convert it to points so far. The defence has been strong. The attack has been clinical. But they still find themselves just 5 points ahead as the Sharks give it to Volvo, and Page has hit him high. Luckily we'll get away without any punishment. Makes it look like he didn't mean it. But it will give a chance for Zeilinga to carve off some yards as he puts the punt in, up towards the 22. Engelbrecht thought he would go chase the ball. And the Sharks have a massive attacking opportunity here. And it will be Cooper. Well, both hookers have been pinged for not straight throws. 5-man line out, goes to the back nicely, and it's claimed for the Bulls. Or for the Sharks, I'm sorry. And they go for the drive straight off. Well, this is a good drive here from the Sharks. They've had a lot of chances, and they go again. Nicely for Herbert, pops it out. Ndingani in centre field. He's a dangerous runner, and he's got Jordan, who is equally as dangerous.
Release.
Great Super 15 players, those two, and it's still here for McLeod. They spin it out to the right. Ndingani for the corner. He'll score, and it's 5-5. He's such a super player, such a class act finisher. And Ndingani brings the score level with the kick to come. McLeod, good ball out to Zeilinga, and then it was the pass from Williams, and he was just caught. A little number on a big number. It was Engelbrecht. Couldn't bring it home. And, well, Ndingani snatches up another one. It was a good ploy. Brought Murray in off his line. Does the rest. And the Sharks, they have looked, well, what could you describe it as, but not very good. They look passive on attack, but they have just shot themselves into the lead with the kick from Zeilinga, and it is good. It is 7 points to 5, and the Sharks find themselves ahead 10 minutes after half time. And the Bulls, oh well, they could have been 10 up, but now they're down, and they need to click here. Yantes kicks off to the left. He goes shorter this time, and Bios is right there. Good, well taken from Page. Oh, he hit a man outside him. Didn't use him. Venter's got a lot of work to do on defence. It was great play from Daniel to get that ball to Ngani. He's got it to Jordan now. Jordan straight through the defence, and Jordan will score. That was too easy for the Sharks. How did they not catch him? They just let him keep running and they let him go. And he just went all the way. Great pass from Ngani, but what was the defence up to? They just hung off him. And Vasseur, the fullback, well, he's great on defence, but he lacks the potent speed. It was just about an intercept there for the Bulls. And their 5-0 lead is quickly disintegrating. And they now trail 7 points to 5. Well, Jordan is such a great player. And there's now Zailinga, who should easily account for this kick. He got the one from a harder position, and he will easily sweep that one over, and it is now 14 points to 5. The Bulls in a bit of trouble here. There's still plenty of time. And Yantes is going to go for that left side again. It was successful. Page took that ball brilliantly. And this time through goes Jordan again. He has been outstanding. Release. And the Bulls have had no answer for the Sharks centre. As it's Zailinga. Good ball, drops it in behind, just short of the 22. That was a nice kick from Zailinga. And he's really put the pressure on the Bulls here. They can't afford another mistake. I'll go to the only jumper, Bullbring again in the centre. He gives it to Page. Page has been productive today. He goes straight into the fullback. Marius takes him down. Doesn't mess about, but the support is right there. It's Marku at halfback. Gives it to Venter, who has been fairly good. Bias straight through the middle. Looks for Yantes. Can't get it away, Yantes. Good tackle from the Sharks defence. Ball still coming here. Here's Venter. Goes off the back himself and just gets pulled down from Jordan. All the players are still in the previous ruck. And it's been turned over from the cloud. And it's thumped away again. Nice kick from Zailinga. Is this one too deep? The Bulls don't want it. They do touch it down in the end. Didn't look like they wanted to. They've been forced into a 22 dropout now. And the clock is really ticking. What option do the Bulls have here but to go short? Looks like they are, and they do. And it's nicely taken as well, and they've reclaimed possession. Here's Page, Yantes, Byers, nicely for Murray through the middle. Murray, he's cut them up pretty well. Duplessis, oh, he's done well too. Oh, here's the flanker, but it's been knocked on from Hittinger. And in the end, it's gone down into the Sharks, 22. And they have a chance to clear the ball out, but they're going to run it brilliantly out for Mvolvo. Vassur's got some work to do. Mvolvo kicks. This could be a good kick, or it could be too deep. It is. Goodness me, that is close. And Murray has just saved the day. The Sharks have come out a new team in the second spell, and with 5 minutes to go, they look to have this result all carved up and finished. The kick is short again. It's gone nicely out for Herbert, who's easily claimed it. And the Bulls are looking just completely out of their sorts here. Huge numbers out here. Has to be a massive chance. And Volvo, he'll take on the defence. Pops it back inside. And it's taken from Courtsy. He goes to ground on the 22. Both sides having not many players in support. But it's still coming here for the Sharks. McLeod goes in the short inside ball. Still there from Volvo. How many tackles can this man take out? He's thrown it forward and thrown it out. How did he even get that ball? He just threw it out from inside the tackle. Are we going to play on? Or are we going? I think that might be full time. It is it. The Sharks. Well, the Sharks have dismantled the Bulls in the second half. The clinical display, and they have destroyed any hopes of the Bulls getting a super start to the competition. A low-scoring affair. And the Bulls really never got going. They made a number of big breaks, but the finishing was poor and the kicking was even worse. 14 points to 5, the final score. Tries for Jordan and Indengani and Zailinga. How good was he? 2 from 2. The Bulls were impressive in parts, but just managed the 5 pathetic points. So we start another series with a loss. It's not the way we want to start it. The Bulls are a top side in this competition, and that will really hurt them, especially not to get a bonus point too for being within 7 points. I presume there's bonus points for the Currie Cup. We'll catch that in a second. We'll catch that in a tick. We'll have a look at these stats, and they've completely turned it around, the Sharks. A 10% turnaround in possession and the territory. Well, that just carried on. The handling errors were what killed them, although the Bulls only made 4 in the second half, whereas the Sharks made 6. Line breaks, well, that completely turned around too. The Sharks made a hell of a lot of them in the second half. The Bulls are under immense pressure for the whole second spell, and they didn't respond to things very well. We may see changes next week. For the second game of the Currie Cup, the Bulls need to get themselves off the ground and back into the competition. It is an early time to be saying that, but their first half defensive efforts really left them behind in the second spell. So, sadly, we're still going to have to check out how we look on the table. I'm sure there's still a couple of other teams that had to lose as well, wasn't there? Surely. Let's have a look. Okay, so the fixtures from round 1. The Sharks downing the Blue Bulls 14 points to 5. Grequus, I learned how to say it, 25 points to 12 winners over the Golden Lions. And, dear me, Free State Cheetahs with a big 25 to 18 win over Western Province. Well, that's a round of surprising results, I guess. The Cheetahs with a good win. That's a very good win. Also, round 2, the Golden Lions have beaten the Sharks. Well, that makes for a real topsy-turvy look at things, with the Lions lost to Grequus. So, well, let's have a look at the standings, because that's what's going to be interesting. And as the Blue Bulls at the bottom, -9 points. That is a points differential. No bonus points either. Well, that is a big deal. That is the worst possible start they could get. The Sharks and now have a win and a loss, so I guess not too bad of a situation to be in, because no team has 2 wins, but there's still a possibility for Grequus and the Cheetahs to do that. So not the worst start, but not the best. Sure, we can build on that. So despite that, we face the Cheetahs in round 2. It should be a home game at Loftus Firstfield. It is. And the Cheetahs will upsetting Western Province by just the 7 points in round 1 will give them a huge amount of confidence, no doubt, and they'll have to really up the game, the Bulls, if they're to get some points. They need to turn things around. Some changes. I think I was tempted to put Pollard and co in that first game, but I held back on the temptation. I think they're going to be in round 2 for the game against the Cheetahs, which will be interesting. Check that one out. It'll be coming to you soon. I hope you're glad to see the Currie Cup here, and we'll be bringing you the whole competition match by match for the Blue Bulls, and I hope you stick around and tune in for each and every individual episode coming to you. And that wraps up for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Remember to give the video a like and a favour if you like it and you want to see more competitions like these. I know a lot of you guys like these. It's great. And subscribe so you don't miss any other rounds. And check us out. We're going to be making a Twitter account, which is going to be coming to you soon. Make sure you follow us, and I'll get the details of that. Probably coming in round 2, maybe, possibly. It'll be linked on the channel home if you want to check me out, follow me, and keep up to date on what's happening on Cornf1akes Crib. So thanks you all for watching, and take care. We'll see you next time.